Hi, and welcome to Paper Route Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today I'm sharing with you what little scrapbooking I did in the month of November, and also what I'm hoping to bring to you in December. Okay, friends, so if any of you are regular followers on my channel, you'll know that I've been kind of MIA for the month of November, and the truth of the matter is I haven't really been scrapbooking. I've been very ill. So I will be happy to show you though what I did accomplish, because there was a little bit of scrapbooking happening here and there. So one of the things I did this month was this 6x8 album. It's a Warm Wishes album from Vicki Boutin, and it is my son's family's 2021 Christmas album. I'm very far behind on my Christmas scrapbooking, so I'm hoping to bring you some Christmas content for the month of December. This is the other thing that I did. I had signed up for a Paige Evans class in the month of November, and I did show up to the class live, and I did my very best, but I was in an awful lot of pain though that day, so this is as far as it got. So I did the cutting with her and the gluing, and that's as far as that went. So always such super cool ideas. She gets so much pattern on a layout. I don't know. I love being inspired by the designers, and that was basically what I did this month, was followed along with some of my favorite designers and did what I could. And yeah, so these two not yet layouts. she did machine stitching on here. I don't have a sewing machine, so I think I'm going to do some hand stitching on here though, because it's a quilted layout and I really loved the texture that the sewing brought to her layout. So this probably won't be finished for a long time, because I'm going to go into Christmas stuff right now, and then of course hand stitching takes time. But so that will come up again someday, and so will this one. But for now, I'm just gonna tuck those away and yeah, move on with my Christmas stuff, because that's what's inspiring me right now, and I need to keep scrapping and stay positive. So here is my Warm Wishes album. Now Vicki Boutin is, I don't know, she calls herself the scrapping Yoda, and you know what? It's so true. She just, she brings such beautiful designs to us, but she also, I don't know if you've ever taken a class from her, but that woman packs more into a class than I even know what to do with. And the very first time I took a class from her was many years ago at a local scrapbook store here in Canada, and I remember saying to my mom after we left, and it was on a Friday night after, I had worked all week, and my mom and I had met in a city that was kind of in between where we both lived. And oh my goodness, I said to my mom, I felt like I should have taken something, like some kind of upper, before I did that class. There was so much information packed into that class, but I walked away so much more knowledgeable than when I walked in. I just don't think I was ready for it. But now that I've been to a few of her classes and I know what to expect, I'm really loving what the end result is. So that being said, I had so much of the Warm Wishes collection from last year that I decided to go ahead and buy her access only Warm Wishes album class from her website. And there's a few things I didn't have, so there's some substitutions in here that are not from Warm Wishes, and I don't think anybody's gonna know. Certainly the little ones aren't gonna care, but I still love how it turned out. So here is the intro page, which is like this little banner page, and then my little granddaughter on the back. And so the pocket pages were nice, simple, easy, just throw some photos in there. I didn't journal in here because I feel like I'm not there for their holidays. They live a 4-hour plane ride away. But my daughter-in-law is such a beautiful soul, and she shares all her photos with me, and I just appreciate that so much. So I made this album for them. And yeah, this is, I love these photos of my grandkids. She did a photo shoot last year because you couldn't get photos with Santa last year. So she went to this photographer who did like a whole like mini photo shoot. And look at these photos. Are they just like not the cutest thing or what? And then this was their Santa photo. So it's Santa holding a picture of them, which, I mean, gotta do what you gotta do, and desperate times call for desperate measures, right? So yeah, I just love, and like Vicky's creativity in these albums just shocks me. It's just amazing. I could never come up with all of this stuff on my own. So I followed along with her class and built this album. Like this blue paper, for example, that's not from Warm Wishes. It's just from my stash. But, oh my goodness. So cool, hey? And then this is the little plate they made for their Santa cookies. And then this little pocket. Okay, so this is the title card. And then this is a picture of my grandson meeting his elf on the shelf for the first time. And the elf under the tree. And then there's this little pull-out pocket where it's just a close-up of the elf under the tree with the story and the little letter. And then a close-up of him and his little... The elf always has like such a mischievous look on his face, hey? And then him holding the book. So this little card, like this little pocket, held so much story. Do you know what I mean? In like such a tiny space. And then this is my first layout about Elf on the Shelf, and I just copied this from the internet. It's basically just tells like what the Elf on the Shelf is, because I don't know, in 20 years from now, if he looks back on this, is he gonna know? Is that gonna still be a thing? I have no idea. Thankfully, my kids did not have an Elf on the Shelf because I was not a good tooth fairy, so I don't think I would be a good elf. And then their holiday decorating, I was blessed with some extra photos from this because my son's stepmom, I think she was in one of these photos back here, was visiting. She lives in Africa, but she was visiting when at the end of November when they decided to decorate their tree. And so she has like a fancy camera and takes beautiful photos. And so I was lucky to get some extra lovely snapshots from her. Like, look at those. Just so beautiful. And then this one opens up as well. Some of the little guy and then a whole family decorating a tree photo. And then on this side it's just like of him like exploring the tree, looking at the decorations. And then a whole family photo that included the dog, which I was so excited about because she's a big part of their family, even though she doesn't make the photos all the time because she's very busy. And then my little granddaughter playing with the lights and the bulbs, and so sweet. This was her first Christmas. She was 11 months old. And then they did this little cute little photo shoot where they used like a pot for flowers, like that you would use, I don't know, in front of your house or whatever. And they filled it with, I don't think it's actual hot chocolate, but like cocoa water, and put her in it and let her eat the marshmallows. And oh my God, how cute, right? She's a cup of hot cocoa. And like Vicky's stickers, like some of them were just so like on point. This one says, "A marshmallow world." So cute. And then we got some more Elf on the Shelf antics. And yeah, he's always a little character. And like she didn't send me every single day of Elf on the Shelf, but I don't think the kids are gonna care in 10 years if I have like 20 of the 25 days or if I have all 25, right? Like I just put the ones in that I did have. So like you can see here, there's no 9. It's 7, 8, 10, 11. That's fine. And then sweater weather, all about her learning to wear a sweater. She didn't really care for them, but getting there. Another Elf on the Shelf. He colored their family photo. More Elf. And then here's my grandson again under the tree exploring. And then there's some room for her to do some journaling if she wants to. If she doesn't, that's okay. And then my little granddaughter, Christmas shopping, picking out her own Christmas wish list right off the shelf there. When they're babies like that, you can do that, right? Take them and see what they enjoy. And then my daughter-in-law just took these one night. So cute. I just adore them. And them giggling under the tree. And this is a little bit more Elf on the Shelf, I think, leading closer up to Christmas. Him and his little shenanigans. And this is so cute. Look at this. I put a little mouse in the door. Her die cuts were so cute for this collection too. And then just a picture of them like in December, but I thought I'll include it because like I don't do December daily and whatever, but these ones were in December, and just like who couldn't smile looking at them just loving on each other. So sweet. And then them of their Christmas PJs, they actually drove over to her mom's house so that they could get like a whole family photo. And not like on a timer, because that's really hard when you have littles, but yeah, it's so cute. This is at her mom's house. And then there they are, ready for bed on Christmas Eve, climbing around on Nana's tree. There's one of just my daughter-in-law and the little girl. So cute. And then here they are, setting out their cookies for Santa. So precious. And then after Santa came and put out all the presents. And then I left, again, some more room for them to journal if they choose to. And then this is of their stocking stuffers. I don't know about you guys, but it's hard to find stuff that's small enough to fit in there for toddlers and whatever. So it spreads out a little. Oh, and then I guess I could leave that up. See her eating her breakfast on Christmas morning. Can't open presents without breakfast when you're little because it's too hard to wait. And then this is the other angle of the tree. And then my little grandson at his breakfast table. He was like obsessed with these Pixar cars, and it was like the only thing he cared about. He got a cup right away and from his stocking and went to the table, and he was good to go. Who cares about the rest, right? And got a few of them opening presents, but of course that's a busy morning when you have little kids. So my son and his little girl opening gifts, so cute. And then this was his big gift, was this Power Wheels tractor, which is kind of cool. So his mom's family owns a paving company, and so tractors and big trucks and stuff are quite of interest to him, of course, because he sees his papa and his Gigi, driving big tractors and such. So he loves that kind of thing. So he was pretty proud to be cruising around in his own tractor, and yeah, super cute. They just took him out to the shop where he had lots of room outside the shop to drive around. And then they went for Christmas dinner at the kids' great-grandparents' place. So I've got a few snapshots of her. The little guy was running like a crazy wild man, so there's no pictures of him there because he wouldn't sit still long enough to snap a picture, but lots of her because she was just little then, just sitting on everybody's knee. And there's a special one of her and her great-grandpa. It's so precious. And then this is him after, like at the end of Christmas Day, just smiling his little heart out, loving life. And then this is their New Year's photos. So there's no really big parties because it was 2021, but yeah, there they are, all dressed up in their garb. They were actually supposed to be here but couldn't come because she had RSV, so respiratory illness, and so they wouldn't let her on the plane. So the whole family stayed back, of course. And then this one, I love this so much because it looks like it's just a picture of him, but she was like just like not having it. So she's like in the back playing, and I love how this like little pocket just covers her up, and then you pull it out and you're like, oh, there she is. And then there she is again, just being so cute. Her first New Year's. So that is what I got up to in the month of November. And the reason this worked out so well for me was because I could do it in small chunks. So like if all I did was get a couple photos printed and into a pocket page, that was okay, right? Side note, this is only 50 of the 75 pages that we made with Vicky in that class. So needless to say, I loved it so much, I ended up buying her Evergreen and Holly extravaganza for this year. So I was hoping to participate live, but I won't be in town next weekend when it goes live. So I will play afterwards, and that's okay. But an absolute ton, like the extravaganza that's coming up. She's doing Friday night is cards and tags for all her card making friends. And then Saturday is a whole day of an album like this. And Sunday is 10 layouts. So like extravaganza is right. And then there's like she showed after she did the cards, tags, album, and layouts, the leftovers. Oh my gosh, there was still a ton in there. You could still make layouts after. She's very generous. I can't, I wouldn't even be able to buy everything that she'd put in that kit for the price that I paid for the extravaganza. So basically all of her teaching time, like the hours and hours of teaching time, because we also had a meet and greet and then cutting prep class. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Hours and hours of instruction for free, basically, if you buy her kit. But anyways, well worth the money I paid for the access only class. It was $40, and I feel like I really got my money's worth because I used everything I had from Warm Wishes. Like there's not very much left. I'm sorry, I forgot to turn my phone off before I started recording. The other thing that I did get done in the month of November is that we are so blessed in my city to have just had a crafter open a local scrapbook store. And this beautiful lady, Jo, she has been so kind as to let me teach a class in her store. So I did prep, here's my little sneak peek. I did prep 3 layouts for that as well, but they're not finished. They don't have photos or journaling on them because I feel like they photograph better without. And so I will leave them as samples at the store until it's time to teach. But yeah, I've missed you guys, and I've decided that although this pain is going to be a forever thing, I was misdiagnosed with a frozen shoulder, and then I was misdiagnosed with a whiplash type injury, workplace injury, and only to find out after finally somebody doing imaging that I actually have a very degenerative form of arthritis in my neck. And so that is going to be my new battle, but I'm just going to take it one day at a time. I'm not going to not live my life because of it. I am going to do what I can when I can, and scrapbooking makes me happy, and so I will be here, not to worry. A little bit about what might be coming up in December. I really don't know entirely. I do know that it's going to be Christmas based because that's what is inspiring me right now. So I'm gonna, for this month, because I'm dealing with this new diagnosis, I'm going to do what I can when I can, and that is the best I can do. But I will be showing up for you guys because I miss you all, and I am super happy to be here. And you guys bring joy to my life. So I will definitely be popping in. I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click that like button to give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of my videos, it would make my day to have you as a subscriber if you're not already. Just click that subscribe button and be sure to hit the notification bell if you'd like to be notified when new videos go up. Have a great day, everyone. Bye for now.